Welcome to the Ladder Climb. I'm Rhapsody, and we're going to be trying to change things up a little bit. I know I said in another video that I'm going to be playing the Warrior deck again, which is my not Reynard rush deck, which is my not rush deck, where I don't use it to rush, I use it to control, and hope it goes well, but it never does. So instead, I created a rush deck. It's called Win the Game. The basis of this deck, to say the very least, is you put things on the field and you attack the face until you win. And if you don't win, you lose. Good. I'll go a little bit through the deck construction. Just a little bit. Win the game. So we've got arcane shots for a bit of cheap removal or cheap damage to end the game. We've got 2 trackings to dig for our combo cards. Speaking of combo cards, Abusive Sergeant's just there. It's just there. Deal with it. Speaking of combo cards, I've got the Timberwolf to give +1 attack to other beasts. I've got 2 of those. I've only got 1 explosive trap, unfortunately. I really wish I had some more traps in this deck, but I don't at all. In fact, I'm going to change out that for another kill command. Anyhow, then Unleash the Hounds. This is really big. I wait for them to have a lot of minions on the board. If they have 4 minions, it will summon 4 1/1 minions, all with charge. But they're all beasts, so they can trigger a lot of effects. They can be 2/1s if I have a Timberwolf on the field. They can be a way to buff my Scavenging Hyena if I run them into something. So it gets 2/1 every single time one of those hounds dies. It can let me draw a card if I play a Starving Buzzard and then I play a Unleash the Hounds, which is only 4 mana for me, but if he has 4 creatures on the board, I can draw 4 cards off the top of that, and I've populated my field, and I have charge, so I can think about clearing them. It also allows me to start using the kill commands, because it needs me to have a beast on the field before it does 5 damage, otherwise it will only do 3. Chillwind Yeti is probably going to be replaced for something else later. In fact, Chillwind Yeti is going out. And then, much further in the deck, I have another bit of synergy in the Tundra Rhino, but really it's all based around using the hero ability a lot, and being able to use Starving Buzzard and Unleash the Hounds to draw a lot of cards so that I can draw into enough damage to just continually hit them in the face and use the hero ability until I win. Hopefully I don't end up in the late game, but I do have Stormwind Champion, just so I can possibly play it while I have a populated board and win the game off the back of that. There are a bunch of changes I want to make to this deck, but I just don't have the cards for it at the moment. I would really want to see a Savannah Highmane in this deck, or even the second Tundra Rhino, but I can't really think what I want to take out for that at the moment. I do have the Scavenging Hyena in that deck. So I guess we're going to go into Ranked and see if we can remember our win condition. The one thing I need to continually stress, remember your win condition. My win condition? Hit them in the face until I win the game. How do I achieve that? I play cards and then I hit them in the face until I win the game. It's very complicated. I'm not gonna really be able to get my mind around it, I'm certain, but hopefully I manage.
Rexar versus Jaina.
So I'm versing Jaina. Hopefully it's one of the ones with the really big later stuff. One of the problems I constantly find with this deck is I don't know what to mulligan. Because I do want early drops, but also having my combo cards in my hand at the start isn't horrible. So I'm actually going to go with waiting for the early combo and just shooting him until that happens. Animal Companion's really good, because it means turn 1, nothing, turn 2, shoot, and then I can get out a turn 3 Animal Companion. The reason I'm not using the tracking, just because I have the tracking, is because I'm not looking for anything at the moment. Tracking isn't something you use when you just have 1 free mana and just want to dig through your deck. Tracking is something you use... Okay. Tracking is something you use when you're looking for something just to finish your combo. 2/2, it'll die to that. I don't want it to die to that. Shoot him in the face. So now I have one of my synergies. I have a Scavenging Hyena, and I have the Unleash the Hounds. So playing a Scavenging Hyena will result in me having a 2/2 on the field, and then if he populates the field, as in if he puts down a lot of minions, Then I can play Unleash the Hounds, and I'll have a lot of minions to do a lot of damage. It'll be good. It'll be fun. It'll be gay all the time. It's entirely possible at this point that I allow him to populate the field, just so that... Ooh, it's Hogger. So I'm actually just going to attack straight to the face. I don't want to make any trades, attack him straight to the face. Hopefully, he has a way to remove Hogger and then play another minion or something like that. That would be amazing, because then I end up with Scavenging Hyena into Unleash the Hounds. So he has delay, but he used delay against one minion. I'm fine with him using that big delay against one minion. Although it does tell me a bit about his deck. Him having a Frost Nova in a constructed deck means that he's looking for the later game. So I'm gonna start digging for a Timberwolf. Very good. And a Starving Buzzard. Deadly Shot, Multi-Shot, Timberwolf. I'm actually gonna take the Timberwolf. And the reason I'm gonna take the Timberwolf is because I'm getting very close to being able to Timberwolf, Timberwolf, Unleash the Hounds, and then attack him to the face. Very close to being able to do that. Ping it? Oh, you're just gonna ignore it. Okay. Alright, fine with that. Is it a beast? Oh, it is a beast! Hit me in the face. Big bonuses, it's a beast. So at this point, I actually am going to begin my assault. So notice that those two cards died, and I ended up with the Scavenging Hyena to 7-4. He's used one of his polymorphs. He's also used a wide board Disruption, which was the Frost Nova on turn 3, to only stop one creature. Tut, tut, tut. Now, in hand, I do have a Faceless Manipulator, which means that I can Faceless Manipulate my own Scavenging Hyena, get another one, and then start... Ooh! Have you got the ability to do 5 damage? Otherwise, you've just done a lot of damage to yourself, buddy. No, you're going for the face, so you don't have it. Lovely. So this is what I was talking about when I said win the game. That this deck is about winning the game. Tundra Rhino, Timberwolf. So now he's on a 3-turn clock, because on 3 separate turns, I can just steady shot him. He did use his coin, didn't he? To bring out the raid leader. Yeah, he did. He used it on turn 2 to bring out the raid leader. So that's completely fine by me, and one of the reasons it's completely fine by me is because the Tundra Rhino gives my other beasts, including itself actually, gives all of my beasts charge, which means my Stranglethorn Tiger, being a beast, does 5 damage straight to the face, I immediately win. Well played. So, a lot of things that this deck doesn't like is wide board clear. Wide board clear is really unfortunate for this. Sorry, my audio's a bit loud and it's interrupting my speech. Wide board clear is a little bit unfortunate for this deck to be going up against. And I'm completely aware of that, and that's why I wanted to start getting really aggressive around turn 4 and 5, because I realized that mages have that turn 7 board wipe. He did have an Arcane Explosion, but honestly, talking about mage constructed decks, you're not really going to be facing Arcane Explosion too often. It's not an incredibly good card, unless you're up against the spell damage mage deck, where you put out a bunch of spell damage minions to control the board, and then you can use it basically... Okay, yeah, I'm going to keep that. Reason I'm going to keep that is because I do have the Bloodhound Raptor turn 1. I possibly could have thrown some of those back, actually. Or at the very least the Timberwolf, because I can dig for it with the Starving Buzzard. And on top of that, he can use Shapeshift in order to just hit one of my guys. Oh, yay! Oh, I love when people do this. So he could have used that to remove my Bloodhound Raptor, but now he can't. So I'm very happy about that. If he has another one, use it to remove my Bloodfang Raptor, buddy. What are you doing? Or a Mad Bomber? Hell of an Archer. Are you populating the field this early? I'm just gonna attack you in the face, buddy. I could clear both of those with one Hounds, but my Hounds is my win condition, so I'm fine with not doing that. Hopefully he's smart enough to use Shapeshift in order to wipe out the Bloodfang Raptor rather than either of his 1/1 minions. And then has another 1-cost minion and plays that on the field. Okay. So he's at this point doing 2 damage to me per turn. I'm doing 2 damage to him per turn using Steady Shot, but I also have all of these cards in my hands which will allow me to do more damage. So he played another 1-mana creature. How about that? I do have Explosive Trap, but I don't want to play it because if he triggers it, he wipes his board and I lose my ability to get the Hounds. Which would be a sad thing. Shoot him in the face. Allow him to populate the board with weenie dudes. So, having played this deck a bit has taught me about how to play against this deck. There's a number of things you don't want to do. You don't want to play a bunch of really small dudes. And that's basically it. Don't play a bunch of small dudes. Houndmaster. I think I'm going to wait for next turn so that the Starving Buzzard into Unleash the Hounds has a possibility to have another card on the field. But then on top of that, I'll also be able to play the Timberwolf. So that they'll all be doing 2 damage and I can attack to the face.
They'll never know what.
Perfect. Another minion on the board. Absolutely perfect. Starving Buzzard. Unleash the Hounds. Ooh. Drew another Unleash the Hounds. Should I remove the Nightblade? He's got 6, 7, 8 damage on the field. I should probably remove the Nightblade. No, I shouldn't. What's my win condition? Attack them in the face. Good work. Continue doing that. It'd be a real shame to lose to someone who used a claw turn 1 to hit me in the face. I've already drawn a lot of cards. You kill my Starving Buzzard, I'm okay with that. You're just gonna damage straight the face? Ooh! That was really good. That was very fortunate for him. Houndmaster costs that. Also have those. Explosive Trap. Kill the Nightblade. Okay. So if I do that, I draw 3 cards and then I lose 1 next turn. I'm fine with losing 1 card. 2 command. Ooh, good. So that's 10 damage straight up in my hand. Really wish I had that Timberwolf now. Okay. So that is the biggest I have an explosive trap that I could ever say to this person. Hopefully he thinks it's just so he doesn't want to trade for the Starving Buzzard. 1 damage. Okay. You can do another damage with Shapeshift. Fuck! Okay, what play? I was hoping he didn't have that type of thing in his hand, but he did. Can't lose stars at this rank. Ugh. So ashamed. So we're about halfway through the video at this point. Let's continue. We'll probably be able to get 2 more games in. So that didn't work at all. What could I have done better? Let's think about what I could have done better. I may have had to trade at some point there. I think the swipe was really big for him. That I didn't have any defense against the swipe was a problem. That I didn't have a scavenging hyena out at any point, so that he was having to deal with that big dude was also another problem for me.
You asked for it.
Let the hunt begin.
2 starving buzzards against the mage. I'm gonna go with no starving buzzards against the mage, actually. Too easy to ping. So I have a turn 2 play. That's good. I'm not going to start using the tracking to dig because there's so many cards that I need to dig for, and it's possible that it offers me both of my Unleash the Hounds and, you know, whatever the fuck other card it will offer me. But, obviously, should it offer me both of my Unleash the Hounds, I'm kind of screwed. I have to discard one of them. So I want to use it when I'm digging for things. Specifically. 50-50 chance. He is the RNG master.
Well played.
So now I have 2 trackings. God. Hogger, go. Have you got another arcane missiles? And then if you miss with it, you hit it with a fire blast? That's what I do a lot with mage. Or you're just going to frostbolt it to the face. I'm fine with either. Honestly, I do have the ability to dig. I also have a decent creep to play next turn. It's okay. Whatever you want to do, buddy. Baby, I got it. It's what you need. You know I've got it. And all I'm asking is for a little respect. That was fun. That was good. I like that. I had a great time. I was considering tracking to see if I could get an arcane shot so that I could take that out for free and continue attacking to the face with a hoffer. But I didn't need to. It was just there. It was offered to me on a platter. Now, I should have played the Acidic Swampoos when I played the Bloodfen Raptor on my second turn, and then in this reverse situation, I would have another beast out on the field. I could give them both +1/+1 if I need to suddenly do that amount of damage. So we're looking like we're in a good situation here, but he hasn't played many of the cards from his hand, and he seems to be really tentative and playing, you know, far under the amount of mana that he has, so I'm a little scared. Kind of cold. Frostbolt me? What? Okay. Coin into... Not gonna lie, I'm a little confused. Unleash the Hounds. Deadly Shot, Faceless Manipulator. Shit, what are the things I have on the field? I can't see them. Oh yeah, I've got a Hogger. So if you can't remove it this turn, I can Faceless Manipulate it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Faceless Manipulator. And you know what? I'm actually gonna use my other tracking so that I can... Scavenging Hyena, Kill Command, Timberwolf. Ooh, this is a really hard decision. Kill Command is at 5 instant damage. Scavenging Hyena is probably not going to be worthwhile to me because he's not playing a lot of minions on the board, so I'm not going to be losing a lot of my beasts. Timberwolf. Kill Command. Done. just because the Timberwolf would have to be played on the same turn as another Timberwolf, which means that I have less mana to actually play with. And then ping Hoffa. He's playing so slowly, man.
Someone called.
Oh, that's something I can Stampede in Kodo, so, yeah. That's fine. It's unfortunate that the Faceless Manipulator only copies the minion as it is on the field, so I can't get another Battle Cry out of Faceless manipulating it. So he's showing me his win condition. That's a shame, I can make that trade. Don't know why you did that. Okay. What do I want to do? Starving Buzzard.
Put this apple on your head.
Flame Strike. Here we go. Bring me the Flame Strike. I do have a kill command, and I'll still have my Stampeding Kodo on the field. So I'll be able to attack you for 3, kill command you for a total of 8, and then hit with a steady shot to make 10 damage that turn, and then the turn after, I win with my steady shot. Okay. So now I have a total of 7 damage on the field. You gonna kill the Starving Buzzard? Yeah. Reasonable. Okay. That's 5, 7, 9.
Hey, catch!
Win. Well played. And that's the kind of thing that this deck does. It hits you really big on one turn, hits you really big on the next turn, and then hits you with an OTK, one turn kill. Almost up to level 20. I really want that golden whatever card it's going to be. So, one thing I'm thinking about doing with this deck is I want to craft, and I am really weary of crafting, but I do want to craft a Eaglehorn bow. I want to get the 3-2... Yeah, it's 3-2 at base. Weapon for the Hunter, which will regenerate every single time that I get a secret shown. And then I want to put a bunch of secrets in my deck to kind of forestall the game with those. The freezing traps, the snipes, they'll forestall the game on my part.
Rexar versus Garrosh.
So that's where I'm looking to go from here. I'm going to throw back Unleash the Hounds, probably. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to keep the Animal Companion, because it is a turn 2 drop at best, turn 3 drop at worst. Oh, perfect. Ooh, but I may want to keep the Acidic Swampoost back. Yeah, I'm going to keep the Acidic Swampoost back. Reason being, because as a warrior, he has a lot of weapons in his deck. Put the chapel on your head. I can remove that and then play a card. Remove that and then play a Bloodfen Raptor. Done. Reason being, 2 damage is enough to take out that creature, but the creature he might play on turn 3, 2 damage might not be enough to take it out. 3 damage might be. And that's because a lot of the turn 3 drops are 3/3s.
Like my invention.
So I'm not going to make that trade. I don't need to hit that at all. Ooh, Misha, nice. Really glad to see you, Misha. I really think Misha's... unless, like, for very specific situations, Leok might be useful. But I believe that Misha is useful in the largest amount of situations. $50-50. Best 50-50 ever. absolute best 50-50 ever. That was really terrific luck on my part. Execute. Okay. Now you got 4 mana to play whatever you want. See? It's a 3-3 for 3, so I can trade. That was the plan all along. They have to trade because it is a taunt. I can't just ignore it like I want to do with most cards. Now I do have my Stranglethorn Tiger lying in wait. I'd love this turn if he populated the board with a bunch of mini dudes, I played a Starving Buzzard, and I drew a Unleash the Hounds off the top of the deck.
Silvermoon shall not.
That's the dream. City Swampus. Are you gonna hit me in the face? Okay. It's Q. That's Q. So I'm holding back these cards as my kind of one-turn wombo combo. I would love a tracking at this point, so that I have a much higher chance to get my Unleash the Hounds, or just the Unleash the Hounds. It's fine by me. Either.
Get behind me.
Get behind me. So this turn I'm going to play the Storming Champion and kill the Booty Bear Bodyguard. The reason I've done that is because this still lives the Strangle... this means that the Stranglethorn Tiger will live, and he'll have to trade another card for it, which means that I'm going to get value out of it.
The gates are open.
The gates are open. You're going to have to kill that, otherwise I'm going to get real big value by killing the Lord of the Arena. Here's the part where I draw the other deadly shot. Or even a kill command will do it. Timberwolf. Timberwolf, Timberwolf, Timberwolf. Let's see if we can draw the Unleash the Hounds. No, I can't draw the Unleash the Hounds. Possibilities. What are the possibilities? I can just hit it with the kill command. In fact, I'm going to do that.
For the Alliance!
Okay, so now he's on a 5-turn clock. He's got 5 turns left. Of course, that's if he can remove absolutely everything on my board, and that I don't draw any charge.
What
These are
now?
both very unlikely situations. It's starting to look like the very end of the game for him.
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
I'm going to ignore both of those. Yeah, that's probably a good idea to hit the starving. So I already have the win, actually, here. But just to make it frustrating, I'm gonna do it as stylishly as I possibly can. Yes, we're up to 20 2/3 in our rank on our journey to legendary. Oh hey, and we managed to level up. It's a golden Timberwolf. Awesome. Oh no, wait, it is gold tracking. Okay, so I think 26 is the golden Timberwolf. So that'll be the end of this video. With an extra 10 gold, so that I can start thinking about getting back into the arena after my, spoilers alert, horrible performances recently. That'll be it for now. Ta-ta.